Everybody, welcome to California Marco. Haha, I'm Sticky. Well, I've got some advice for you. Yeah, you. If your house got damaged by the wind or anything else, check this out.
Well, in the wake of the powerful winds and all the damage here in Southern California, many people now find themselves in a tough position, how to pay for all the repairs.
Well, homeowners, of course, are turning to their insurance companies, and joining us now to help sort out the complicated insurance claims puzzle is Pete Moraga from the Insurance Information Network of California. And, we've seen this before where a lot of people, they don't have flood insurance, and there's a flood, and they're not covered.
Yeah, in this case, it's better. The wind coverage and your standard homeowner policy covers wind damage and also damage from any type of tree or falling object. So in this case, most homeowners are going to find that coverage.
Now, Pete, we hear that documentation is so important. So if you have had some damage in your property, what is the first thing you should do to document what has happened?
What you want to do is take pictures if you can. You want to make sure that you have all of the information. Even if you have emergency types of fixes that you want to do, you want to make sure that you keep receipts. But first, call your agent, call your company, because they have to start that process. So it's really important to get that process started and then to go forward with it.
What do you do if your insurance company is not being helpful at all?
Again, it's really important to call them. If they don't respond, you have other access to. You can go to the Department of Insurance, but most insurers are going to respond. This is what we're set up to do. Right now, with the disaster, we have thousands of adjusters that are going out, and they're actually assessing the damage right now. So this is the time when they're out there. We have thousands of them out there, and they're going to be working with their customers.
Pete, what is there that you want to say to any viewers out there who are worried, are panicked? They see all this destruction. They don't know what to do.
Well, again, by calling your insurer, the most important thing is to get that process started now, because when you have so much damage, what happens is that there's a backup, and of course there's a lot of work that has to be done. The adjuster has to get out there. They have to assess how much damage you have. So to get that process going, you got to start it now. Also, be very leery of anybody that comes to you knocking on your door to say that they can help you out.
Because this is the time when the scamsters come out.
After every disaster, we see these fraudsters that descend into these communities, and they start saying, we can do this for cheap, and what ends up happening is you get stuck with the bills. They start doing bad work, or they don't do any work at all, take your money, and they leave. So be very careful.
Yeah, beware the ones who want that money up front.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. That's always the red flag there.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you so much, Pete, for joining us. We definitely want to thank you for being here today.
Thank you.
Okay, have you ever bought your kids a toy that they really want, and then, well, this always happens. Sometimes it happens on Christmas Day. The next day, they ignore it.
Yes,
They're done with it.
Over. One company says it solved that problem and can save you money as well. More on the new toy rental service that's coming up.
Oh,
And if you were hoping